my first tornado was in 2012, but I worked another tornado a few years back that had a 9-mile track. And trying to clear all of the structures in that 9-mile track, going house to house with people, was just taking forever to get through. So having the ability of the dogs to go through and clear it much quicker, and then be able to pinpoint, it's much easier of a victim, whether they're unconscious or unable to respond, just makes everything better. We're able to get people out quicker, and in other instances bring closure to families.
Funding for this program comes from the Caring Foundation by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama, with additional support from the Robert R. Meyer Foundation and Hoare Construction.
They're not the rich and famous. Their profit comes not from the thing they sell, but the good they do. Our nation has more than 1.5 million nonprofits that employ 1 out of 10 Americans, providing services that otherwise go unfulfilled, keeping our community connected when all else fails. But nonprofits often lack the tools to properly promote themselves, to inspire more donors and volunteers and clients to their cause. That's where I come in. I've been in the nonprofit world for nearly 20 years. I connect nonprofits with marketing professionals who donate their time and expertise so that, at the end of the day, these life-giving organizations can do more, do better, by creating more, that's right, buzz.
I launched Buzz in 2020 in Virginia, then in 2023 brought it to my home state of Alabama. But not until today's episode have I been able to bring both of my beloved states together. For this, I have Dan Bryan to thank. Dan is co-owner of the Roanoke, Virginia advertising agency 5 Points Creative, which has provided the pro bono marketing buzz for a dozen different Virginia nonprofits on my show. So when Dan asked if I would feature an Alabama nonprofit near and dear to his heart, one to which 5 Points Creative was donating a new website, well, I was happy to buzz to Tuscaloosa's Alabama Fire College to highlight a positively phenomenal nonprofit, Alabama Task Force 1 Canine Search and Rescue Team.
Release. Good girl. Yeah, you got me. You found me. What a good girl.
Disasters don't respect state boundaries, and neither does Alabama Task Force 1, which opens its training to any canine team in the country.
Dan Bryan, this is Artemis from Roanoke, Virginia.
Melissa Anderson, this is Rex, and from Illinois.
Carl Kimmer, this is Grim from Tuscaloosa. Stephen Diaz-Lace, this is Luna, and this is Lexa from Georgia.
Matt Stevens, this is Patton, Frankfort, Kentucky. Connor, this is Axe from Tuscaloosa.
JT Torrance, this is Percy from Lakeland, Florida.
Why Alabama? Well, that's because of a two-legged creature who has spent her life getting the most out of the four-legged variety.
Ugly means you're making progress. If this is perfect, then you're not challenging yourself.
I'm Jenifer Arballo. I'm the Canine Coordinator for Alabama Task Force 1. This is Terza. She's my live fine puppy dog, and this is Barnabas. He searches for human remains. My neighbor actually was a canine kennel master for the Los Angeles County Canine Unit, and so my extra cash was going to take care of the dogs in the kennel during the day and let them out and feed and water them. And so this concept of these dogs can do some amazing things was just what I grew up around.
All right, so this is our 4 words game. You are only allowed to use your 4 words. You guys remember what they are? No?
No.
All right, you got 4 words. You got 2 positive, 2 negative. You got a positive bridge. What's your positive bridge?
Started learning the odor side of things and what they do and how they understand the world, and that set me in the direction of search and rescue.
Then you have your positive terminal marker. What's your positive terminal marker?
I started out in California, ended up in Florida, and when I lived in the Panhandle of Florida, knew I wanted to do the disaster work, and Alabama was actually the closest task force to where I lived in the Panhandle of Florida. So joined the task force originally just as a handler, with a Rottweiler, Pandora. And then a few years after that, they asked me to take on the coordinator side of things.
And you can tell me all you want. He knows a stay. Yeah, he does know a stay. When you put him on a stay and you stand right here with your hand and you have all of this pressure right here and you've got everything telling him, don't you move or I'm gonna beat you, right? Not that you really beat him. He understands that, but he doesn't understand that this is the same behavior you're looking for when you release all of that pressure, okay? And it's just practice. But the only way he's gonna understand it is if you keep giving him those bridges of, that's right, good job. And it's not in your nature, it's not in any male's nature to be so positive and cheerleader-like. But embrace your inner cheerleader. And if you aren't careful, I'm gonna make you walk around with pom-poms.
Oh.
I did do that with Brian. He had to walk around a whole practice with pom-poms.
Okay.
And then a few years after that, they said, well, can you train a dog for multiple disciplines? And I said, let's find out. So Barnabas actually does human remains recovery and accelerant. So in the dog world, we have what we call an active alert, meaning that they bark. So he'll bark when he finds human remains. And then we have a passive alert, meaning that they show us based on like a sit or a lie down or a stare. And so on accelerant, hey, Barnabas, come. For accelerant, he will do a nose touch. And so he's not really determining whether or not a fire was set by accelerants or not. Most fire investigators can do that. What he's doing is trying to narrow down a fire scene to something where if you collect here, it has a high probability of being able to be detectable for an accelerant.
The task force is a government agency supported by the nonprofit Friends of Alabama Task Force 1, which allows them to offer training to outside teams and organizations. Jenifer Arballo's mission through the nonprofit is to share her canine skills for free or at low cost to any team anywhere in the country.
When I first started out, I had a whole lot of people that taught me that the canine community is a big community of people. And we are all in this whole world with the same objective, with the same goal. We want to be of service to our community.
But community is a broadly defined place in the world of canine search and rescue.
My name's Howard Popple. I am the program coordinator for Alabama Task Force 1. In the past year, we've been to Hurricane Debbie. We went to Hurricane Helene in North Carolina, and then Hurricane Milton in Florida. And then recently, we just got back from a deployment to the Texas floods in Kerr County.
One thing that was very important to me was we opened up our training philosophy and our program to anybody who wants to be a part of it. So from multiple teams. We have a lot of people that travel a really long way to come out to our practices because of our dynamic and our training philosophy and how we build the dogs into what we get, and we welcome that. We go out in the field and we're working with those same people that we trained alongside, because we all get deployed to the same disasters and the same operational environments, and it makes things so much better if we can come alongside somebody that we've seen in practice, that we've worked together. We know to trust each other, and so it's built a dynamic that has translated into the field very positively.
Nowhere has this been put more to the test than when the task force was deployed to the Guerin Creek community of North Carolina to search for victims of Hurricane Helene. As I learned in my conversation with Chris Davis of North Carolina Office of State Fire Marshal.
I realized that the impact for the community wasn't only just from the landslides. Ultimately it was, but Guerin Creek is also known as Craigtown, which there's a family of Craigs. Kevin Craig is an assistant chief that's there at Guerin Creek, and he lost 11 family members in that storm, in that landslide. And he worked alongside of Alabama Task Force 1 also. Once the K9 units arrived, then it made the process speed up tremendously. The handlers for the K9s, I mean, everybody was great to work with. Everybody was very professional, personable, So yes, it was very interesting to watch those folks work, the canines, the task force, everybody work together.
I would hope that despite his loss, maybe this canine unit at least brought him some closure.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the whole Craig town, that was absolutely, the worst thing of not knowing, or are you going to find them? So once they found them, it did help to bring closure.
Puppy dog.
As highly trained as these dogs are, they are still dogs.
Like trying to have this conversation to keep him, he is very ready to go. No, sir.
Right on cue.
Stop. Good.
And here. Terza, you guys, come on. Terza, stop, come.
Too much attention on me and not on them.
Come here. Hey, can you sit? Be a good dog for once? Yeah, I know you can't. It's tough.
Leave it. Leave it. Come here. Up. No, ma'am. No. Platz. That's not going to be on there, right?
Still, what these dogs can do, amidst all the simulated distractions, noise, and chaos created at the Alabama Fire College, deserves a round of applause.
So one of our little things on our list, come here, it was just a 20-second alert bark until I release him. So he's gonna continuously bark until I tell him to stop. So like when we go find people, that's his thing. He has to stay and bark until I get to him. Okay.
Yes, good boy. I will take it. I will take it.
Nice.
Tunnel! Yes! Tunnel! Bravo! Tunnel! Yes! Tunnel! Tunnel! Tunnel forward! Up! Bravo! Bravo! Up! Up! Yes! Good boy, Frank! Yeah! That was so good!
Tunnel. Through. Wait. Tunnel.
Try over.
Over.
And then reward her right there.
All right, come here. Good go. Ooh, good job.
Team members volunteer their time and money, usually not reimbursed by their home fire departments, to travel to Alabama for Arballo's training. Why?
A fire department general. It's something I had wanted to do since I was a kid. Because I like big red trucks and helping people.
Simple as that.
Simple as that.
Several years ago, I read a book about the 9/11 search dogs, and that inspired me to want to do something like that. And it just sparked my interest. I reached out to people, and I'm here now.
I like the challenge of the dog training aspect of it. I love the problem solving of working with a teammate like a canine, you know, and then the team that we got is pretty awesome. So it checks all the boxes, and I just love it.
I mean, I know you hear the cliche of always wanting to help people, right? But in my world, it is just that true. You just want to help. You want to get out there and you want to try to save a life if you can, which that's what he is. He's a life find dog. That's what we're training to do, is find live people. So that's my goal, is to find somebody that's living and help them and save them.
You have to really love this. If you don't do this just because you want a cool t-shirt and you want to say you have working dogs. I mean, you could try it like that, but you got to put in a lot of time and dedication and sacrifice a lot. Time with the family, money for other things, traveling outside of the country, stuff like that. I mean, you're here every weekend, you're training every day, every night, multiple times a day, if you want to hold the standard and be good at it. So it takes a lot. It takes a lot of time away from yourself and your family.
Started in the fire department when I was at 18 as a volunteer, started at full-time in 21. There's a lot of people that can do some ropes and do other disciplines, but there's not a lot of dogs out there whenever they're needed. I feel like and it's extremely challenging. And I like a challenge. He will definitely test your patience. It's every day is something.
The way Jenifer goes ahead and talks with us,
This game has become a fan favorite.
she breaks things down for us and makes us feel like we're all together and not on our own. I haven't tried any other team, and I don't know if I will. I think I'll just stick with my Alabama team.
Our task force is unique in that we need to be able to work with them off leash and understand that we have the ability to communicate what we're looking for in an operational zone. So if you think of a disaster zone, the latest one we were in was 143 miles, and that is way too much for people to search effectively. So what we're asking them to do is narrow that 143 miles of disaster zone down to targeted locations. So we can just focus on these 15 areas of potential interest of humans. And so now we've just narrowed the scope of what we're working on. So your negative terminal, no sir.
There's a science to Jenifer Arballo's training.
And so we teach them at a very early age, just starting with simple little cots, 4 ideas. We call it a positive bridge, meaning that the dog is on the right track to keep doing what they're doing, but we're not ready to reward them yet. And then we have what we call a positive terminal marker, which the dogs learn that you have completed my task. You have done what I've asked you to do. Come and get your reward. And then we have a negative bridge, which says, offer me a new behavior because that's not what I want. And then you have your negative terminal marker that says, you are so far off and wrong, we need to reset. We need to restart. You have to complete one of the obstacles on the outside of the dartboard.
But there's also an element of fun and games.
I see some plates with some...
So there's a cat food in there. So this drill is to get the dog to move to the handler through the distraction field. Yeah. So going from cone to cone to the end. Artemis, come. Good girl. Artemis, come. Good girl. Come. Leave it. Girl.
Going right around all that food.
She sniffed at that one. Come. Good girl.
And as long as we can keep it light, we can keep it fun, we can keep them accurate in the field. Because if we start changing the way we work, because it's operational, it throws them off and it changes the way they work. So if I can get all the handlers to operate with this idea of we're just out playing a game. No matter what we're doing, we're just out playing a game. Yeah. It's a serious game, but if we can breed that into our relationship, we have much more consistent dogs.
These dogs are trained as either live find, meaning they can search for living humans, or HR, which stands for human remains. It's an important distinction at a disaster site so that search teams can prioritize rescue efforts. I got to witness the distinction up close, maybe a little too close.
All right, and what are you doing with me?
I am going to stick you in a hole so that our live find dogs can come and find you. And when they get to you, they are going to bark, and they're just going to bark until the handler gets there and then rewards them.
All right, so I'm following you. Oh boy. And they will find me, right? I'm not going to be stuck here forever. No. Okay.
And I am going to give you a spot that I can cover with a pallet so that you can see out of it.
All right. I'd like for this to be a live find, not an HR situation. All right, so I'm getting in there?
Yep.
All right. Wish me luck.
Step on in there.
More like wish the dogs luck.
Dogs don't need luck. They're good. They got lots of training and skill.
Okay. All right. All right. Here we go. There we go. Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, Michael, if you're not comfortable, we can find a smaller hole.
Thanks, Dan. All right. Hopefully we have some well-trained dogs here. Ooh. Ooh. I'm saved.
Yeah, good girl. Good girl.
Pass that one up here.
My savior.
If not, we'll do it again.
All good. We made it. Good dogs. Good dogs.
Thank you for coming down today. I appreciate you letting my team and I put this website together for you. 5 Points Creative, we're in Roanoke, Virginia, where we work all over the country. And these websites here really are a vital part of the organization because they validate the great work that you're doing. So this is the current website as it stands right now. It's a bit outdated. So this is the new website.
Oh, look at that. That is really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I like that.
So here's the hero image. Capabilities, resources, join the task force. Of course, the K9 team. Capabilities page. More information about the task force, as well as some information about the leadership. The join page, so there is an interest form on there. The people that are interested can complete. The resources page, and this is more of a broader resource. So there's two sections. There's resources you can post up, anything that you want to have living on the website and send people to, whether it's minimum training standards, things people have to do for annual refreshers or any other packing lists, forms, or whatever else there might be. And then there's also a section for frequently asked questions. There's a contact form as well. And finally, the part that I know everyone is waiting for, the K9 page.
Barnabas, you're all over this thing.
So information about the K9 section, live find K9s, and HR dogs. And on top of that, Jenifer, I know that you do a lot of teaching and sharing of information. So we have a whole section dedicated to just resources. If you have anything that you want to share with people, you want to put it in one place so people can find it easier, Melissa can upload it to the website.
So these would be available to the public. So
Yes.
So the big canine community.
Exactly.
Can come here and awesome.
Exactly. And it all links out right down here.
That's awesome.
And that is the new website.
It's amazing. Looks great.
Of course. Thank you for letting us do this. We appreciate it.
Much for doing it.
We are not clapping for you, sir.
I love that we can share with the whole community because it's always been something that I've been it's been really important to me to make sure that the whole canine community, not just Alabama, has access to what we do and how we do it. So love the section where we can just make that available outside of things. So thank you. That was very thoughtful.
Are you happy? Yeah? Love it.